Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Southeast Termite and Pest Control. Do you have a certain type of insect that has made its way into your home this winter? Call Southeast Termite and Pest Control. You don't have to sign up for a long-term commitment. They are happy to come and handle a one-time issue. Southeast Termite and Pest Control, it's a great way for you to check them out. I can't say enough good things about them. Southeast Termite and Pest Control. All right, back with Bob, Jimmy, Chuck. You're going to race through some other football topics I know people want to know about. The Shoop hire has overshadowed the Larry Scott hire. You had a guy who went 4-2 as the interim head coach at Miami. That's not a bad guy to be bringing in on your staff. Thoughts about that? I mean, again, the Shoop thing is getting the cheerleaders going today, but Larry Scott hire is pretty good, and out of left field too, because I was not expecting a tight end for tight end. I didn't expect him to lose Elder and replace him with that position coach.
Yeah, John, I thought he was going to go after somebody to deal with quarterbacks, and I thought a lot of things pointed toward Nick Sheridan, and I was wrong. I thought that was the direction they would go. With Scott, you're getting a guy that has the experience of being an interim head coach. He's got ties to Florida, but it's not just that. He's recruited in the Carolinas too. And where's Tennessee looking at right now to recruit even more? The Carolinas. So I think he's a really good fit in that regard too. I've heard really good reports about him as a position coach as well. I think that's a really good hire.
Now you go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just going to say, all I've got is what I read about him. But I think he is the two-for coach because of the recruiting. And then I read the same thing. They said he is an excellent developer and position coach. So you get both of the things working that you got to have right there.
Now you got to wonder if Nick Sheridan leaves for some reason, if he got passed over, so to speak.
Yeah.
Well, do you see any other changes coming? I do not. I don't expect any.
I think Sheridan may end up being quality control instead of graduate assistant. But as far as leaving this staff, I don't see anybody else.
No, I really love the Larry Scott hire. I mean, you look at how he kept things together at Miami, and at one time you're thinking he might even be a candidate to get the head coaching job. Right. And he comes to Tennessee as an assistant. I think that's just a terrific hire.
Reports that some of the Tennessee assistants have received offers from other schools that they have said no thanks. Again, it gets back to what we talked about in that first segment. I think coaches are seeing that team's ready in a division that's not good. All right, I want to be a part of this. And it's one thing that's sad about the Jancic move. He helped get Tennessee to this point, and yet he's not going to be able to reap the rewards a little bit. But when you look at the folks that are coming in and you look at the folks who are staying, any concerns now, and there are raises to come, but any concerns that you've got one coach who's way up here and all the other guys are a little lower?
Not a great concern, and here's why. I started looking this up. John Chavis at Texas A&M made over $1 million more than their offensive coordinator. At Alabama, Kirby Smart made $1.5 million. Kiffin made $680,000. At Georgia, the difference between the offense coordinator and defense coordinator is $450,000. Now and I looked at those and I thought that really surprised me. It's a big boy business. You agreed to work for this amount. Could you grumble behind the scenes a little bit? You might. But that's kind of the price of doing business now. Now, could the board get a raise? He could. How much, I don't know. But there's a significant difference in a lot of the pay scales of coordinators in this league.
And with the board's relationship with Butch Jones, he doesn't strike me as the type that, considering how he got the circumstances of him coming in, I don't see him sitting there, banging on the desk saying, "I need more money, pay me." Like, I just don't see that. Not yet, anyway. I don't think the cash is going to be an issue this season. We don't see any other coaching changes coming. Overall, with this staff, should there be any more changes? Are there any other areas of concern? I mean, there are a lot of people that talk about the wide receiver position.
Yeah, I mean, to me, Tennessee has got to get better in the passing game. I mean, in watching them, it's either the schemes or what they're trying to do, the routes, how they throw the ball. That's the one thing to me that's holding Tennessee back right now from taking that next step.
But is it the receiver's fault, or are the receivers open and they're being missed by a quarterback who at times can be sort of scattergunned about things? So I think some of it is things that maybe coaching can't just come in there and fix all that easily. I mean, if your receiver's open and your quarterback misses him, it's not the receiver's coach's fault. It's not the receiver's fault, and then you come back, okay, then it's the quarterback coach's fault. So can he fix him?
You also, you've had some issues with receivers who
you've had some.
You've recruited a lot of guys who were supposed to be outstanding. Some of the injuries have played a role in this, but there have been some guys who haven't developed as you would like to have seen them develop. So I think it's some on quarterback, some on receiver, which again, it's interesting to me that the quarterback coach wasn't addressed. Instead, they went and got the tight end coach.
And that's why I think Chuck hit it when you say passing game.
Yeah.
Because I think there's some blame to go around for several people. A throw game.
Throw game. There you go.
Throw game.
There you go. There you go. I had to catch you. All right.
Misspoke.
When we come back, quick slants. Peyton Manning, Summit versus Warlick, Tennessee's bowl ratings, the TV ratings. Come on back on the Sports Source.
From East Tennessee to Kentucky, no job is too small for Benedict Construction. Electrical work, heating and air installation, even carports and garages. With a reputation for excellence, rely on the custom work of Benedict Construction.